Good work this season. Break this idea down, guys. Niners and Patriots, Debo and Jimmy for Edelman, Stidham, and the Pats first rounder in the upcoming draft. Does this make sense for either team?
No. First of all, the Niners can't trade Debo.
You can't trade Debo. No.
Debo's untradeable to me. And Edelman is, you want to talk about someone that's broken down, body injured. Like, he has the yips sometimes. He drops so many passes now because he's taken so many hits. He's not it. And then bringing Stidham into our system, like, it's going to take a while for Jared Stidham to be ready to play. The first rounder is the only premium in that. And the Patriots are getting a starting quarterback and a number one wide receiver. So I would not do this.
Now, let's stick with the general concept because Pastry Cigar was so generous enough to donate. I don't think this trade is going to happen, but a trade that could happen, the Niners and Patriots could trade this offseason, and it could involve Jimmy Garoppolo. Do you think that could happen? The Patriots have cap space. They think highly of Jimmy Garoppolo. It may be in their interest to, I don't know, give up a 4th round pick and just bring him in as opposed to waiting. But I don't know. What do you think? They think they'll just wait till he gets cut? He's going to wait.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Why not? The Niners have not done themselves any favors by, like, every week since Jimmy Garoppolo has gotten injured, a different NFL insider has said 40% chance Jimmy Garoppolo remains with the 49ers. 20% chance. Or when he first got injured, there were like 15 different people, including like Peter King, saying he's played his last snap with the 49ers. Now everybody's walking it back and saying 20% chance, 30% chance. But after a while, it's not like you're going to sit here and say, dang, because who's going to take Jimmy Garoppolo's $27 million contract when you know that when push comes to shove, they'll just cut him and you can get him at 10 to 15 million, which is a good price for the level of player he is. And if you get him healthy, you have a solid starting quarterback.
Here's what I would do if I'm John Lynch. I want to trade him. I don't want to cut him.
Yeah, so I agree.
Maybe trading is going to take a little lying and bluffing. So what I would need to do, I know in New England's going to try to wait and beat me and just sign the guy. So what I would have to tell him is, look, if you wait, I got a team right here. I can't tell you what team, but I got a team that's willing to trade me a 4th round pick. And, it's not much, but I'm willing to take the 4th and send him to wherever I'm going to send him, and you'll never get him. And your stinginess cost you the quarterback. That's what
I disagree, because they were willing to walk into this season with Jared Stidham as their starter before the Cam Newton opportunity presented itself, right? That's what all the Patriots insiders said. So Belichick is not going to play this game with John Lynch. He'll just say, fine, we're going with Stidham, and he'll force Lynch's hand and pick up Garoppolo too. So I don't think, and I do think there'll be more suitors for Jimmy.
There's no team in the league that would offer the Niners a 5th for Garoppolo in that contract. Jacksonville would. Well, no, Jacksonville wouldn't do it. Any team? I don't know who has cap space. No team.
Would it be the Ryan Tannehill situation? I think he was due $18 million when he went from Miami to Tennessee, but Tennessee only paid $6 million of his $18 million. And at that point, I think Tennessee at that point itself was pretty confident that he was going to replace Mariota at some time. They were waiting for it to happen because Mariota struggles to throw the ball. And Tannehill was a good player in Miami. Like, people just totally forget it, but he was a good player in Miami. So
the problem here is that there's not a lot of prorated bonus in Garoppolo's contract, so he's expensive to any team he goes to.
Right, and the Niners are dropping him primarily. The reason number one is cap, so they're not going to say, hey, you give us a 5th, then we'll pay half this contract for you. No, that's not happening.
No. Oof. All right, interesting. Kitchen said center from Alabama. I don't know who it is, but I know he's great, and that's why I don't like Mac Jones, but
no, not in the first round.
Not in the first round.
Not in the first round. It's not a premium position.
No, it's not. Okay. Last question, and then we can take some more questions if you'd like. Although we're running up against time.
No, I'm good for.
Okay, this is sort of neither here nor there, but Cliff Kingsbury. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think he's a very good coach. I think that his offense doesn't have a lot in it, and I think he's getting bailed out by the fact that he has Kyler Murray. And, the thing about yesterday's game is that if it wasn't for Kyler Murray's ability to take plays that had absolutely nothing in them and run for 25, 30 yards, the Cardinals get smoked in that game. And he had no answer for his short passing game. The Niners were being physical with their receivers, jumping on the shorter routes and stuff, and he really had no answer. His run game isn't that creative. He's just lucky that he drafted Kyler Murray. And, Kyler Murray has certain things that he still needs to grow with, and he also has some issues and some room for growth. But the thing with him is that he's a physical marvel. There's not many players with his level of arm strength, ability to throw off platform, accuracy, quick release, speed, quickness, agility. When you put all those things together, he basically carries their offense and often bails Cliff out of bad play calls by turning them into positive gains.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to take it a little bit further because you're always measured, which I appreciate. But forget that, dude. If I owned Arizona, I would fire him. I think I've seen enough. I do not expect Arizona to be much better next year, and I think he's the problem.
I think there is something to that. You have only 3 more years of rookie contract Kyler Murray. Don't waste one more with Cliff Kingsbury. Bring in someone that's going to utilize and maximize him where he's not bailing out play calls. He's maximizing play calls.
I think it's fair to say that where Arizona was in 2019 with Josh Rosen at quarterback, firing Steve Wilkes, maybe Cliff Kingsbury was the best they could do. And, if his legacy in Arizona was telling them, hey, draft Kyler Murray, then good for you. That's what you did. You served your purpose. But now they're beyond you. If they fire this dude now, a lot of coaches would want to coach Kyler Murray. They can do so much better than Cliff Kingsbury, and they should. And I just wonder if they know that. But I'm sure they watch the show. So if you're watching, fire this guy. Move on. You can see where this is going. Move on right now. You would have your pick. That'd be a good job. I would love to coach Kyler Murray. Hell of a player.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, and a defense with a lot of very good players.
Yeah.
Like Baker, Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And there's more.